So I'd like to think Blackmore has a really good relationship with Komori. I think, we've been working together since 2011, and we didn't know much about Komori at that point in time, but we did take a punt. We needed a press. Komori could deliver it, and we haven't looked back really from Komori. We've had nothing but success with the press. It's testament to Komori that we have equipment that is very reliable, and that in turn for Blackmore is essential. When you're working on tight deadlines and we're working 24 hours, you have to keep the press going, and that is a fundamental part for us, is that reliability of the equipment. And with Komori, we've got that. If we do get problems, we've got 24-hour support, and Komori are there. We get fast responses. We get no issues with parts deliveries. We get a very fast turnaround on response times. It's not just about how good the equipment is. It's about the team behind the scenes as well. And Komori have always been responsive. We genuinely feel it's a partnership with Komori. We've got friends at Komori now, and we like to think Komori has friends with us as well, and we try and work together on projects to try and implement new things and improve each other with smart inking or drying systems or new colour technology on the presses. It doesn't feel like you're working with a huge company. It feels like you're working with a family a lot of the time. You can phone them anytime. I know Chris, our rep, he's constantly there if you ever need to talk to him. It's as good as it can be, I think, really. And for us, that's important, to have a supplier that takes you seriously and wants to actually help to achieve what you need to do to keep our customers happy. Not just about them keeping us happy, it's about us keeping our customers happy. So we need to ensure that press is reliable, and that's what you get with Komori, is that reliability. Blackmore was started in around about 1900, so we're about 125 years old now. It was a family-based business by the Brickell family. The finishing kit that we have predominantly, we've got MBO folding, which has always been a very reliable machine. Blackmore worked with MBO equipment for probably over 30 years now. We produce stitching in-house, and then we're a bit unique in the fact that we have cold set web, which is very sort of uncommon in a sheet-fed factory. We're all targeted now with having to reduce our impact on the environment, and I'd like to think Blackmore is very well placed, and we're well ahead of, I would say, a lot of the competition in terms of what we've done so far to achieve that, and we've been working on it for many years. It's not something we've just picked up on. We've worked very hard on that, and worked very hard on the building as well, to ensure we've got solar panels, we've got LED lighting throughout, we've got very efficient heating, we've got heat recirculation from the Technotrans, etc., where we're using that heat back in the winter months and pushing it out in the summer. The presses themselves, we absolutely love the print quality. That's fundamentally one of the biggest benefits we find with the press. We love the fact that the uptime of the press is very high, so we get very little problems. And now I think it's nice to actually feel that everybody personally, people on a level where you can be honest, you can be open, frank. Particularly our UV press is a very flexible press, so we're able to do lots of interesting products on that, from printing on very thin synthetic substrates for maps, etc., to very thick synthetic substrate for dry wipe applications as an example, and then we're doing packaging, we're doing opaque whites, curing in line and printing full colour over the top. We're doing drip off effects and varnishes, so we've got what we consider a very flexible press. We're zero alcohol on both presses, so we've got the most efficient drying system on the press. We've got two, what I would consider probably the most energy efficient B1 presses in the country, if not in Europe.